Well, hello my friends, this is Steve from Amateur Hour Gaming, and today we're going to start playing Phantasy Calradia, which is one of my favorite mods for Mountain Blade Warband. I'm going to start running a new game. Today, basically questions about the choices I made or why I make them, feel free to ask in the comments and I'll be glad to answer you. So we're going to be a male, we're going to be an orc. Now our father was an elite orc bear warrior. How do we spend our early life? Well, since our father once saved the life of his war chief, that chief agreed to sponsor us, and we got to be a page at his court. Now, it wasn't long before our ferocity and courage was made obvious, so we quickly became a barbarian in that war chief's army even. Pardon me. Now, however, our first combat was an absolute disaster. We were ambushed by a dwarven patrol when we were out raiding, and as all the orc lay dying on the battlefield, we heard the voice of Gloomsh, orcish god, and he said, "Wake up, you fool! I am not yet done with you, for of all the orc who lie dying here today, it is you that I favor the most, and unlikely as it may seem, I shall make you whole. I shall make you my champion, and it is you who will take my revenge on these tunnel dwellers for the insult delivered here to me this day. So personal revenge. We normally prefer to engage our enemies on foot, because I like the bonus to movement speed. So let us ride to our destiny. Now, we're going to choose realistic. We're not going to be able to quit without saving, so there'll be no saves coming in this game. We're just going to take the consequences of our actions and roll. So, who are we? We are Goredak, the Unlikely. Now, as you can see, we started off pretty well in terms of physical ability. I'm going to bump his strength by 1. And we've got really good, combat abilities. Lots of hit points from Iron Flash, lots of damage from Power Strike. Our athletics is 5, so that's pretty good. We're going to be able to zip around the map pretty well in the early game. We like that. Now, however, what I'm going to do is tank Charisma out of the gate. Why? Because Charisma gets you faith, and we, my friends, are on a mission from God. So, we're going to put 2 into faith and 2 into entertain. And, since we already start off with really good two-handed weapons, I'm going to crank up our archery, because as we level up, we're going to take advantage of our really high strength and dump a lot of points into this power draw so we can start doing wicked damage with a bow. But with that, Goredak? Goredak the Unspelling, how's that? Goredak the Unlikely. Well, come on, his intelligence is 4. Do you really expect this guy to be able to spell? I don't think so. Alright, let's randomize him. Now, actually, that's not too bad. Whoa, that's actually not a bad little start here. Okay, so, let's just change his hair, because the best reason to play an orc is because it's the only race that I think can get away with rocking a top knot. Let's just find it. Alright, there it is, top knot. And we're going to give him black hair, and we're going to make him as young as possible, because he's a wet behind the ears pup. And we're done. Now, where will we start? Calradia has a bunch of major towns. Of course, all the new factions added in this mod have their own towns. But we're going to choose Tulga because it's closest to the orcs. And you're exhausted by the time you find the inn in Tulga and fall asleep quickly. However, you awake before dawn and are eager to explore your surroundings. You venture out onto the streets, which are still deserted. All of a sudden, you hear a sound that stands the hairs on the back of your neck on end, the rasp of a blade sliding from its scabbard. Well, somehow, I don't think this is going to work out very well for this guy. So you can see in the bottom right here, we've already got some, I don't know, faith mana, faith power, whatever you want to call it. I can't cast any spells yet, but we'll work on that. Now we're just going to, jump this guy, basically. There we go, coming right around the corner. So let's get ready to two-hand this guy. Come on. Time to meet your fate, sucker. Oh my goodness, I missed him completely. There we go. Eat it! Excellent. 80 experience. Fantastic. Now, I'm obviously getting a bit of lag here, guys. I'm sorry, I'm not sure what's going on. Let's talk to this merchant here, because we kind of don't have control what's happening until then. Right. Now this guy is going to offer us our first quest. But let's see. Hold on a second. Can I escape? Indeed I can. Options. We're going to crank down the music volume a little bit. It seems loud to me. I apologize if it was loud to you. Combat faster? Yeah, those settings are easy enough. So let's see what this guy has to say for himself, eh? Come on, merchant. Let's talk. Explain my proposition. Now, this is a fairly long and involved story that basically boils down to him asking us to save his brother from bandits who have snatched him. Now, normally, Goredak would never help a human. Humans are to be enslaved to haul water and tan hides and stuff. But, since I've just gotten my butt kicked in a recent battle, I'm going to say yes and take a bit of money. So, we have now been asked to collect 5 men from the surrounding villages and come back and talk to this guy. So let's do that, shall we? Yeah, find him again in the tavern after we have our men. Okay, so let's just get out of this setting. Alright, oh my goodness, 10 deserters right away. We don't want to fight those guys. Now, I have no intention of employing humans. However, what I will do before we wander off is just take a quick moment and show you what Entertain can do for you if you have not played this mod before. Now, I don't have an instrument yet. Never mind. Basically, you can make speeches or perform songs in towns, and you can gain money, party morale, renown, this kind of thing. So it's actually pretty cool. Oh, and I bet you I've gone the wrong direction, and I definitely don't want to fight those guys. So there we go. There's orc villages over there. So let's make our way over there quickly. Quick like a bunny. Now, Phantasy Calradia is fantastic because it adds all this sort of D&D style stuff into Mountain Blade. You've got orcs, of course, elves, dwarves, drow, undead, human wizards, and I feel like there might be one other faction I'm forgetting, but regardless, not only do you have all these like sort of Dungeons & Dragons style races that you can play, you can also pick up all kinds of interesting loot that sort of harkens back to that game world. So I'm a big Dungeons & Dragons fan. So I just couldn't resist playing Phantasy Calradia once I heard about it. Alright, now, we've already got our 5 guys, but we might as well do a whole cycle of recruiting here at these orc villages. Let's see what we can come up with. Alright, come on, you can do it, buddy. Let's go. So I would say for the early part of the game, like today we're gonna do the opening quest basically, and that'll probably be it. But in general, my plan for the early game is to start working on our relationship with the orcs. Right? We can do quests for the villages here that'll increase the number of guys that we can recruit if we build our reputation with them. So we want to be doing that because this is it. This is it. There's like 5 orc villages, and that's it, that's all. So it'll be pretty hard to raise an army if we don't have a good reputation with these people. Same vein, what we're going to be doing is just grinding relation with the various orc war chiefs in an effort to improve our standing with them as well as with the orc faction in general. Because our goal is to become an orc vassal. We want to be part of this orcish kingdom. Normally I like to go it alone when I play this game, but for RP and stuff, we're just going to work our way up through the ranks. Nobody? How dare they? And try to be loyal to the orcs and help them for as long as we can. But our ultimate goal is to do all those things while tormenting the dwarves. They are the people that we're going to be looking to wipe out in this game. Obviously, this map is huge, as you can see. We've got a whole bunch of factions, an absolutely huge world to play in here, all these towns, all these things. So I don't know if conquering the whole thing is something that we'll be able to do in this playthrough of this mod, but I'm definitely interested in dealing with the dwarves here, these kind of like dark golden brown villages and towns. So those are the people that we're going to attack, or at least it's our goal, to get revenge for Grumsh and for our dead orcish brothers. But of course, you can't do that when you're level 1. So let's get to the village, or the town even. talk to the merchant. Oh, we should get some armor. No, actually, we're probably going to loot some, so we'll just save our money. Alrighty. Here we go. Now, who else have we got here? So we got a traveler, a wandering Ashik, who it's like a bard. He'd teach you songs and stuff. A ransom broker to sell prisoners, which, oh my goodness, can I even take prisoners? Prisoner management? I don't, so that'll be job one, because that's how we're going to make a lot of our money in the early game. Looting and prisoners, I think, basically. Splendid work. You've hired enough men to take on the bandits. Very well. I shall hunt for them. Now, they don't make this too hard on you, as you're about to see. And there we go, standing there, just waiting for it. A band of robbers. I've been looking for you. Tell me where you keep your prisoners, and I'll let you go. As he laughs behind his hand. Those prisoners aren't going free if you pay, unless you pay their ransom. Did you bring any silver? No, but I brought steel. And 20 orcs. Let's charge them. This is just going to be a catastrophe. I'm not going to use any tactics. There's 4 guys. They're all pretty low level. As you can see down there, we have a pretty good battle advantage. And basically, I think what we're going to do is just run at them. Just run at them. Maybe I'll follow my troops. They seem to know where they're going. And we'll see what kind of goodies we can get. Look at this, not bad. Not bad for a little starting army. These guys are actually pretty well geared. Decent helmets. They've got like a couple of weapons. Shields. Look at these boss two-handed axes on the back of these guys, eh? That's fantastic. And some of them are shirtless because it's just scarier that way. I mean, if I saw a topless orc running at me, I'd probably turn around and run the other direction. Wouldn't you? Alright, let's try and get Goredak at least 1 kill here. Somehow, I feel like these guys are dead before I have anything to say. Oh, did you get him? I got 38 experience. Nice! And we win! We win! Hooray! Oh, I don't want to retreat. Alright, battle 1. Press tab to leave. Awesome. No casualties. 1 wounded robber. Aye, spare me life. Let me go and I'll go far away from here and learn an honest trade. You'll never hear me again. I don't know why he suddenly became Irish. That's fantastic. And bad Irish, too. I'll spare your life, but in exchange I want information. Either you or your mates kidnapped the brother of a prominent merchant in town. Tell me where you're hiding him. Give me your word that you'll stop troubling the people of these parts, and you may go free. Ooh, Goredak the generous. Oh, bless you, sir. Bless you. We've done the lad no harm. We've been keeping him in our hideout near Dusteril. All right. So, let us put on this ragged stuff and this, no doubt, lice-ridden hat. So there we go. We look a right fool, but that's okay. Because we're an orc, and no one would have the nerve to tell us how stupid we look. Let's put the shield on our back just so that people can't shoot us in the back. And we are going to scurry over. Oh, look at that. There it is. Conveniently located. A mere short walk. Oh, that's probably some looters who didn't want anything to do with us, because we're awesome. And scary. Alrighty, now, let's get in here and do the deed. We'll attack the boat, save the brother. And spoilers, there is actually a second part to this opening quest, but I think doing this part will probably be how we'll end this particular episode, because we're coming up on about 15 minutes. And unless you guys really want to see longer videos, I'm going to try to keep these to about 15 or 20. Let's see what we can do. Now, let's get all these guys to follow us, because I feel like they'll try to go off in all different directions if we don't. Also, once we're done this, I'm going to play with my video settings, and part 2 is going to be a much smoother, less kind of laggy experience. I'm using a very high quality codec at the moment for any of you, gameplay recording nerds, and it just seems to be lagging my computer. So that's enough technical talk. Let's go smash some guys. Actually, let's see if we can snipe this guy. Yes? No? Maybe? Oh, wow! Lagalicious. Alright, let's just go hit him with an axe. I mean, really, that's the orcish solution to every problem. Red-green has duct tape, orcs, two-handed axe. For Grump! For Grump! Even though they had nothing to do with all my friends being killed, we still fight for Grump! Oh, and I missed him by a country mile. There we go, that's 2. We got some more stooges up there. Okay. Really? Pebbles? You throw pebbles at me? Alright, let me bring up my shield. Because I'd hate to be brought down by a rock. Oh, missed it. Nice. My guys should be helping. And they are. Now they're charging. Fantastic. Okay, so... Oh, there we go. We got another stooge up here. We're just waiting for it. We'll let my guys tank for me a little bit here. They can take the arrow-related damage. And I somehow don't think I'm going to get there before my looter kills him. Oh, look at that! Owned. Who's left? Let's see, there's one red dot on the map. Oh, and he would be half a mile away. Sorry, guys. We're going to have to, like, you know, jog for a bit, apparently. I mean, I guess, you know, I don't want my troops getting fat and lazy, so... a little exercise will do them some good. Oh, it's like walking through quicksand. Fantastic. Again, I really apologize. This was just an experiment to see if my videos would look better with this really high-quality codec. But apparently they don't. They just stutter. So, let's just follow this guy and see if he can run down this last fool. Oh, he's an archer. Maybe we'll just snipe him and be done with it. Now, where are you, duder? Where are you? You're not far. Are you stuck on a rock? Oh, he is. Okay. Let's see if we can get a free shot in. Let's see if we can get a headshot. Oh, don't move. Don't be like that. Yeah. Come get it. Oh, gotta shoot my buddy. Oh, well. Really? You totally stole my kill, looter. You totally stole my kill. You don't get any gruel. No hobbit knees for you tonight, buddy. There we go. Quest succeeded. Attack the bandit later. Thank you, sir, for rescuing me from those fiends. Did me brother and Tulga put you onto their track? Is that Yuffie now, maybe? I don't know. Okay. Yes. I told him I would find you. I advise you to return to your family as quickly as you can, and be careful on the road. Now, I love that. This is a guy who can't even go out at night on his own and get a beer without getting, like, jumped or ambushed. And we just tell him to just walk back from this this bandit hideout miles from his home. Of course, we're taking all this junk to sell, although these are probably not worth it. Are any of these hats better than the one I'm wearing? This one is. Come on, you can do it. Here we go. Put that one away. 21 armor, better than the ragged stuff we're doing. We'll sell this junk probably for about $8. And there we are. Quest successful. So let us just, come on. Let's run back to Tulga. There we go. We'll get paid from the merchant. And we'll leave it at that. So yes, anyways, my friends, this is just a first taste of Phantasy Calradia. We haven't done anything really out of the ordinary in terms of playing Mountain Blade. But it's really fun being an orc. It's nice to just wreck faces and whatnot. So I definitely had a good time doing this. I'm hoping you guys had a good time watching me do this. Let's get paid. My brother's home's safe. Here's the rest of your reward. It was well earned. The money is most welcome, and I'm glad to have been of service. Good. Now, you interested in making some more money? Let's see what he has to say. Possibly. What do you need? Now, turns out there's a corrupted captain of the guards in this town, and he's now asking us to help lead a troop of guys that he's put together to take care of that. So, we're not going to do that this instant. We're going to say no. I'm going to need rest before I can fight again. And we will save and exit. And with that, my friends, once again, my name is Steve. This is Amateur Hour Gaming. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you don't. And please feel free to comment either way. I really hope you enjoyed Phantasy Calradia. I love doing this. I'm going to keep making videos, and I look forward to all your questions, comments, suggestions, etc. Thanks again for chilling with me today, and I look forward to spending some time with you next time.